blueberries.
For nurses.
Okay? As a clinical ladder opportunity.
Hospital in Jersey put up a flyer.
Volunteers needed for blueberry harvesting.
We need help picking blueberries.
You ready? You ready?
Baby, no.
I would be a stripper.
To pick blueberries.
This great clinical ladder opportunity.
Take your clinical ladder and shove it up.
Hey guys, my name is Joy Daniel and you're welcome back to the channel. So now nurses have to pick blueberries to move up the clinical ladder. Is this a joke or are we really turning healthcare into plantation work? Let's talk about what's really going on here. And before we dive in, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Now to move up a clinical ladder, they want nurses to pick blueberries. I saw Tanya posted this on her page. You can pick them on the weekends, or you can pick up your shifts. You know what's next, right? Cotton.
A hospital in Jersey put up a flyer asking for nurses to volunteer their time on the weekend to pick and harvest blueberries. They gotta be smoking the finest dope or something. I don't know. I just left my big sister's page because she was talking about this and she's also a nurse practitioner. So I'm just gonna echo and just add some other stuff onto what she said. It wasn't enough that we had to work real hard to get a nursing degree. It's not enough that we bust our behinds working and taking care of patients, not getting adequate breaks, burnout, stress. Some of us have a lot of anxiety, depression because COVID and everything else. You ask me to volunteer my time on the weekend to pick and harvest blueberries as some advancement for a clinical ladder project? Y'all need to go and just find something else better to do and find somebody else to play with because nurses is not the ones. And I don't even know why anybody would think that this was okay to post or put up a flyer in a hospital and do. Like, get somebody else to do it.
These raggedy mother... So I've been a nurse for 15 years. I've seen a lot of stuff, but this is some bullshit. Apparently there's a hospital in New Jersey that is asking their nurses to volunteer on their days off and weekends off to go pick blueberries. Pick blueberries. I currently work in multiple specialties, but one of them that I'm spending a lot of time in right now is inpatient psych, usually the geriatric population. So that means Mima hasn't taken her meds in a while. She's 95 years old, and she thinks she's pregnant, and she thinks we're trying to poison her, and she thinks that I'm the hussy that tried to steal her man back in 1954. So every time I show up, she's trying to fight me. And that means Papa doesn't know where he is, or why he can't leave, or why he's here. So he tries to throw his walker at us regularly for 12 to 16 hours, trying to keep these patients safe, medicate them, reorient them, trying to keep them from harming us, trying to deal with family members that are unrealistic and not understanding disease processes. And you mean to tell me, after 12 to 16 hours of that, for 3 to 4 days, maybe even 5 during the week, you want me, to go pick blueberries? All I can tell you is this: there's gonna be no wading in the water. Absolutely not. Somebody might be catching a fade in the water though, because what kind of BS is this? Have a good day, y'all. I don't even know what to say.
Well, thanks to the big orange gremlin looking motherfucker, multiple farms in Texas just shut down overnight. Why? Because ICE raids made nearly 100% of the workforce completely vanish. People ran, got detained, or flat out got scared to death and never came back. Dairy farms are in panic mode right now. Cows gotta be milked every 8 hours. And guess what? Nobody's showing up to milk these fuckers, folks. This isn't some Texas problem either. This is happening across the entire nation. ICE isn't just out here enforcing some bullshit laws. They are actively crippling our food systems with fear and chaos. You wanna talk about consequences? This ain't just about politics anymore, y'all. It's about what's on your table, what's in your fridge, or what's about to be missing from your fucking store. These Nimrods aren't saving America. They're starving it.
There's stories all over the internet about farmers going bankrupt across the country. And I want you to know, I want to feel sorry for you. I'm struggling. I'm struggling to care at all. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because typically I have empathy, but I'm really, really tired of telling you farmers and you people that are in rural parts of the United States, I'm tired of telling you what your vote does to you. Yeah, I mean, you guys in the red states, you keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you're broke. You don't have any money. West Virginia, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, you get my point. You're broke. And yet you keep voting for the Republican Party that wants nothing to do with you. And farmers, guess what? You're included. But you keep voting red, and now you want me to feel sorry for you. I'm sorry. I just can't.
This is really bad. And if you appreciate my content, please engage with this video. I'm just going to read this to you. Multiple Texas farms shut down after almost 100% of workforce vanishes overnight. In a stunningly swift overnight change, some Texas farm operations had to shut down after losing virtually all of their workforce, an exodus triggered by the increase in immigration raids and increased enforcement. The ripple effects of these raids are the gift that keeps on giving and will be felt nationwide. Unpicked crops are now left unharvested. Livestock were left untended, and rural economies are on edge. The story isn't just a tale of woe for Texas farms, it's a warning for American agribusiness, food prices, and communities that keep food on our plates. I need you to share this with every Republican you know. And you don't even need to wait for their response. They just need to know what's happening. And this is part of my line of work. I deal with commercial farmers, including these small farmers, as clients, and I cannot tell you how this is the beginning of the complete collapse of our economy under this Project 2025 administration that doesn't know what they're doing. You talk about the immediate shuttering of farms, because this is actually what's happening with the food, with the harvests that are lying there completely rotting. That is a loss of food to local food distributors, local grocery stores, local restaurants, hospitals. They sell their harvests, all sorts of vegetables, to businesses within the state of Texas. This is where you can go into your local grocery store, and now you're going to see hardly any vegetables or fruit, depending on what they're growing, or a shortage of meat. This is what's going to happen. Now, all of the other industries that support farming, you've got local pesticide, herbicide, fertilizer suppliers that are just, their sales are going to plummet. These farmers aren't going to be purchasing that. You've got H-2A workers who are now gone, migrant workers who are now gone. They were paying taxes. Even if they didn't have social security numbers, they were given tax numbers, tax ID numbers. So now you got millions of dollars just poof, gone overnight from these Texas communities. You've got trucking companies that are hired to haul the produce from the farms to the packaging plants. You've got packaging plants who wash the vegetables, grade the vegetables, pack the vegetables, whose sales are going to plummet. Now you're going to have other industries who don't employ either migrant workers or H-2A workers who are going to have layoffs. This is all under Republican leadership, not just from the White House, but from the Republicans that were elected in the state of Texas. And if you think this is going to stop at Texas, you've got another thing coming. And you want to know which farms are going to be impacted further down the road? They're going to be safe for now. There's a small percentage of farmers who are actually Democrats. And they understand how important it is to protect their employees, take care of their employees. Those employees who feel safe will keep showing up for work because they know the owners have their backs, which says something about these other farms where the employees are like, I'm too scared to show up. Let me add this final thing. This is going to impact farmers. They're at risk of going out of business. Who's going to jump in? The federal government to compensate them with our tax dollars. So now our tax dollars is going to be used to cover the bullshit leadership of this administration on top of the overwhelming increasing tax dollars being used by this administration to scare, to deport, to imprison people with brown skin. Like, our tax dollars are not helping everyday Americans at all. And this is just the beginning under Republican leadership. Share this video.
Nurses are trained to heal, not pick fruits in a field. Putting healthcare workers into farm labor for promotion isn't innovation, it's exploitation. We need systems that respect nurses, pay fairly, and invest in real leadership, education, training, and mentorship, not unpaid extra labor. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let's push for real change and respect in healthcare. See you in the next one. Bye.